This is Umar Ahmed for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. We're in Nottingham for the first leg of Wood v Conlan. It's kicked off in fashion, Jamie. A bit of a heated presser that was.
It went how the energy was, and it just kind of flowed from there. But got all right. Wasn't too bad.
Talk about a couple of points from there later, but obviously this fight's gone down very well. Arguably DAZN's best fight in that schedule they announced, Wood v Conlan, and now it's feeling really real. Now we've had that kind of first press thing. It's starting to get real. Are you and Mick starting to get that buzz now?
We've always, when it got broached and the initial talks were all kind of going on behind the scenes, we're very excited. Michael has been training for a long time for this. He had an injury, so it's been a lot of build-up, a lot of preparation on leave from late last year, and very excited. Listen, for me, this is the way it should be. This is the way it has to be. This is the way you come in the opponent's backyard, come into the champion's backyard, and you take his belt. And that's the way it has to be. That's how you create a legacy. That's how you put your footprint for everything you achieve after going forward. I'm very excited for the atmosphere. I'm very excited for the hostileness of what it's going to bring. Lee Wood's never fought really in front of a big crowd. He's going to have pressures that he's never felt before. He's going to be in a position he's never really felt before. So Michael has fought in front of Madison Square Garden, sold out Madison Square Garden his debut, when Conor McGregor coming out with him, having 10 minutes to warm up in the change room. He has felt pressured. Lee has not felt yet. Lee's world champion. And he's went and won a world title in front of two people in Eddie's back garden. But he's not felt what it feels like when you have a city behind you, country behind you, whatever it is. He cannot comprehend what he's going to feel on the night and how that might play into his psyche. I studied the fight he had with Ryan Doyle when he fought here last time in 2019. And he did not look comfortable under whatever he was, with the tickets he sold. He didn't look comfortable. And I think he's going to be very uncomfortable on the night with the talk that he's doing, the build-up that he has to answer to, and then the people that he has to appease, because he's going to have a lot of people wanting him to win, needing him to win, begging him to win, coming up to him when he's going for his local fucking milk in his shop. And that adds something.
Yeah, I was going to bring out the fact that you wanted to do it this way rather than having it in New York or Belfast, which would have been amazing if you're being honest, but you kind of want that coming away, stealing the belt and then creating your own legacy from then on.
When it was all getting discussed and New York was on the table, Madison Square Garden, like if I was Lee Wood, I would have really wanted to go to Madison Square Garden, because many people in their lifetime get to fight in Madison Square Garden. But his point was he wanted to fight in Nottingham, in his hometown, before he retired. So subconsciously, in his head, he knows he's losing. Because if he was beating Michael in New York, he was going to bring the belt back in Nottingham and fight in the City Arena, or whatever it is called, the City Grounds, against Josh Warrington and Kiko Martinez. Subconsciously, he might not verbally say it, but subconsciously he's already thinking, this is my last fight, this is me done. I'm getting a big payday to fight Michael Conlan in front of my home fans, which I won't get to fight in front of again because I'm going to lose this fight. So there's small wee things that I've picked up that he is weak mentally, and from what I've heard in the gyms and stuff, I've heard that also.
Well, I do want to pick up on a point that you said, that you've heard that Ben Davison wasn't confident about Lee Wood's chances in the Reece Mould fight. Someone from Sky Sports told you that. Two people from Sky Sports told you that. Tell us.
Well, it was all the build-up. It was his first fight with Ben. Ben wasn't confident in the preparation. Had stated one or two sparring stories where it didn't go right, and had told 3 or 4 people in the media, in Sky Sports, who actually commentate and both asked the questions, that he didn't fancy his chances. He felt that he wasn't adapting enough to the style that he was putting in, and he wasn't doing well enough in the gym. It wasn't shown, so there was a few other things that he had said, but if I reveal him, then the person who had told me would be revealed.
Okay. And what did you hear about the Kanzu fight? Did you hear anything about that? Because Ben went to you in that presser. Well, what did I say about the Kanzu fight?
I think he said that the Eddie wasn't to me. The only thing, this was a passing conversation, because we then we had worked previously with Lee Wood in the build-up before that for the Golden contract. I don't know why they were saying it. They said it to Michael and they said it to myself, and it was just an off chance. It was. They wanted to understand the psyche of why they were thinking like that, and what made them think that was, because I thought that was an easy fight for Lee Wood. I thought he would have been tailor-made for Lee, and no, it was very strange to pick it up. But it wasn't like they were coming and just saying about Lee Wood like we were going to fight Lee Wood. It was just an off chance, a coincidence that we had been told this information.
Okay, well listen, Jamie, I appreciate your time on IFL TV. Just a quick one, just give us an update on what's going on with Conlan Boxing. Got any shows coming up in Belfast?
We're looking at a show. We were trying to go last week in March, but we couldn't get a venue for it in Belfast, but we're going to go April 10th. Lewis Crocker will be back out, most likely Sean McComb, build up some of the prospects. But Ulster Hall or Waterfront Hall again, and WBO European title defence for Crocker, or if we can get him an final eliminator for the British title, that's what we're going to try and do, because I think he's ready for that miss. Iko Esserman, guys like that, he's ready to jump in the middle of. Sean McComb, most likely he's going to move up to 140 and start the campaign at there, so we're going to have a very tasty fight for him.
Okay, well, last time was a special occasion at Ulster, so we look forward to April 10th. Jamie, appreciate your time. We'll speak tomorrow in Belfast, all right?
Nice to see you, man. Cheers, man.
All good?